self-expression, the feeling of belonging, being able to fit in, all things that we may struggle with throughout our lives. The paths we walk within our lives, the decisions that we make with hopes of better and better. There is only so much we can get done in one lifetime, and still have time to enjoy the limited free time that many don't actually have. Every problem in life has a solution. Some solutions are better than others, and at times some are only harmful. For many, getting high and just melting into the nothingness is all that they need to feel at ease from the world that beats them down. Others will find escape in a sport that will take their minds off everything. Their minds and bodies unite to take on a single challenge, one that isn't forced but handpicked. For me, gaming did the trick. Coming home from school meant I could get away from the lack of belonging to enjoying the freedom I had in a world with no judgment. I could explore vast worlds with cars, guns, ships, and much more, all just at my fingertips. Where the real world was a pain and a struggle to enjoy, these little moments that I had to myself made up for it all. The issue that I had, however, was how I fit into the world and the voice I had from within me. Anxiety. For me, this was the biggest limiting factor. The only thing which fueled it even more was that I am also an overthinker. For me, a problem isn't as simple as finding a solution. It's about thinking of every angle before I even interact with the issue. If I'm writing something down, I have to think of every way that it does not work, or that it is bad, before a single word graces the page. At times, the anxiety can really take the air away from the room. You will feel like you are drowning in an ocean of every possible thing that can go wrong, because in your mind it has, being that it is also compounded by my overthinking. You lose touch with your surrounding as it loses color. Time freezes in a haze of failure, be it from the past, right now, or yet to be. In life, I fear very little. As someone who has lived enough to see the beauty in the world and the harsh, cold nature of existence, it becomes almost a rite of passage to experience the dark times. It feels as though that it is a necessity if it means appreciating the destination our path is directed to. Crippled by my mind and limited by my access, I throw on a song to drown out the noise. The voices have little of good to say. The demons that haunt me were at the end only me. With the melody granting me some clarity, I set sail. The fresh air at my hair, the beautiful seas crashing against my ship as I take in the gorgeous view. A whole world awaits me as I take on the different tasks that the ship throws at me, steer away from danger, clutch the wind as it helps me tear through the open seas before me. I have so much to see, and the world provides it at every step. Will there be an island with treasure? Will there be a kraken? Will I run into a pirate that only wants my booty? Well, hopefully not that last one. For me, gaming is an access to a freedom from my own mind. Something that helped me feel some peace, even with the struggle it throws at me. I didn't feel useless. I didn't feel like a failure, as even if I made mistakes, I could always learn from them, grow from them, become better and stronger than I was yesterday. That moment, the few hours I had spent, the exploration had granted me a glance at a world where I could be better than I was, that I had felt about who I was. In my case, it has helped me realize that to be a better person, I must take that initiative myself. To grow from the person I used to be, I have to work towards who I want to be. Anxiety may have crippled me emotionally. It may have limited me physically. But instead of giving into it, I channeled the creativity that I did have into something that elevated it. I was no longer simply just a failure who had consistently let myself and the people around me down. But instead, I was able to fall and get back up again. I was able to learn, to take on a challenge and show myself that it is not the end. The journey is long and difficult. Yes, there is pain, there is heartbreak. We lose almost as much as we put into the everyday. However, with each day that does pass, the person who I am now will always be better than the person I used to be. I take each step throughout the moments in my life, knowing that it may be an unrelenting tower to climb. However, the steps taken are one above the other. I may not make it to the very top, but knowing that I tried and knowing that I am above who I used to be, that in itself, that is who I want to be. That is who I will be. We all have something that limits us in life, something that gets in the way. Just know that being here, by facing those days, by facing the struggle and knowing that you want it to be better, the fact that you are still trying to make it better, is the single most powerful thing that you will do in your lifetime. We all make mistakes. We all are failures in our own eyes in some ways. But in the end, the world is not done with us as we are not done with it. I love you all. Be good to yourselves, and please be well.